At our fly line cleaning station. Actually, I lied. It's my wife's kitchen sink. Strip our fly line off into the water. Look how high that line floats in there. This is an amazing high floating line. I mean, the top part of the line's not even getting wet. We'll use a line dressing of your choice. You just put a little dab on your microfiber cloth, all nice and clean. It'll shoot through the guides amazingly well, and it's going to float high on the water. So. Hi folks, Clay Roberts here. Hey, since the Emergence Combo Casting Kit came out and the Exergy fly line, the video that we did a while back, we've been getting a lot of questions on fly lines. And more specifically, how do you take care of your fly line? How do you clean a fly line? Well, a fly line represents a large portion of your investment in your fly fishing system, so it makes sense to take care of it, make it last as long as possible, and have it perform the way that it is supposed to perform. So we do a lot of competition casting around the area, around the country, and we need the fly line to perform to its utmost. I mean, we need every advantage that we can get to be able to cast as well as we can, and I would think you would too, just casting to bluegill or trout, or if you're casting to targets. So let's move on over to my fly line casting cleaning station and take a look how we take care of this fly line. All right, we have arrived at our fly line cleaning station. Actually, I lied. It's my wife's kitchen sink, but works great. Have two basins. You need one basin, whether it be a bucket, 2 buckets. You can use your bathtub, bathroom sink, but you need fresh water, and then your cleaning solution, which is just lukewarm water. I use hand soap. I'd be careful about using different dishwashing detergents or anything that's very harsh. I've had good luck with this. But if you had any questions, I think, about your particular fly line that you're using, I think I would check with the manufacturer, go to their website and see what they recommend, and then follow those directions. But I've been cleaning fly lines for a long time with plain old hand soap, and have had no problems with fly line breaking down or getting soft or anything. So first move, got lukewarm water, a little bit of hand soap, not too much. We don't want to get a real film on the line, and we are just going to strip our fly line off into the water. Little quick note here, some of my little modifications that I've made. A couple years ago, my wife and I were looking for stripping mats. We were trying to figure out a way to make a stripping mat that would lay flat on our bass boat deck to keep track of our fly line, keep it on the deck, keep it from blowing off into the cleats and into the water while we were fishing to giant carp and bass. And came across these, and they work great. I don't know if you can see that. I'll show you a little bit. That is a kid's, well, I guess depending on who you are, but it's a dart. For a dart gun, it's got a suction cup on the bottom, kind of a Nerf, sort of a soft shaft, and it just will stick right to the bottom, and that will help keep your fly line straight and keep it from knotting up upon itself. So kind of a neat little deal. You can find them any toy store, Walmart, wherever. So we're stripping off our fly line into the water, and we are going to let it soak for probably, I'd say 15-20 minutes. If it's real dirty, maybe a little bit longer. If it's not very dirty, doesn't take a whole lot of time. Make sure that it's all covered with water, and you may not need to clean your whole fly line if you're working in tight and that's just where you're at, and that's the working section of your fly line that you are using. It's just 30 feet or 40 feet or whatever it is. That's probably the only section that you really need to clean. You may not need to go into the running section of your fly line at all, unless you're maybe doing distance casting or casting to distance to spooky pods of reds and you're working that section of the fly line, then I would go ahead and clean it. But probably don't need to clean the whole thing. Just kind of have to take your own situation into account and just clean that section. So we're done with the soaking part. Microfiber towel. We are just going to run the fly line through our towel. Don't use your wife's dish towels. And put it into our clean water rinse on the other side. Just like that. Pinching it between our forefingers. This line's pretty clean. It's a brand new Exergy, but for demonstration purposes, look how high that line floats in there. This is an amazing high floating line. I mean, the top part of the line's not even getting wet. There we are. Going to drape the end, the leader end, over the counter. And if the line's really dirty and you don't think it's cleaned well enough, we'll do it again. Put it back into the soapy water, let it set a little while, and reverse it back into our freshwater rinse. So we are done at that point. So we're going to just break here. We're going to drain this. Here's our leader end of the fly line. We just left it draping over the counter so we can keep track of that. Our microfiber cloth. Now we are in the line dressing section, and this is kind of being protracted and drawn out. It really doesn't take very long. We'll use a line dressing of your choice. You just put a little dab on your microfiber cloth, position the line, and we're just going to strip it, big loops right through there, applying the dressing on the fly line and drying the fly line actually as it comes out of the clean water rinse. We'll just speed this up, and there we have it. Your fly line has been cleaned. It has been dressed. It's slick. It's protected. You are ready to wind the line back up on your reel. Actually, sometimes I will put the reel on a section, rod section, on the handle section, and I'll use that to reel the line up. And I'll put another little dab of line dressing on my cloth as I'm reeling it in and give it another coat. So that is all there is to it. To clean your fly line, this will be good. You don't have to do this every time. You can just go through with your line cleaner on a rag, just on a daily basis as you're fishing, or once a week, depends on how much you fish. But this is a good way to kick off the season with a brand new fresh fly line. All nice and clean. It'll shoot through the guides amazingly well, and it's going to float high on the water. So thanks for your attention, and we'll see you later.